Well, here we are almost at the end of June, and I thought it was time to do a little bit of a recap of where we are in the housing market today, now, in the month of June 2023. And before I dive into that, I want to share some good news that you may not have heard about. And that is this past Tuesday, the Texas Senate has passed a bill that will take the homestead exemption on Texas homes to $100,000. This is great news, but we still need to get it through the House. Hopefully, the House will agree. The House had their own bill. The Senate and the House were at a bit of a standoff. And then the Senate came back and shinied up their bill some. And so hopefully the House will agree to it. We'll get it signed. And you and I both will start seeing some tax relief in the months ahead. That would be a really great thing. So let's talk about home prices. You and I both know this is a hot topic. And just this week, in fact, it was yesterday, the NAR report came out for the existing home prices, and they showed year over year, things don't look so good. And I'm sure that that's what the media ran with. I haven't looked. I don't know. I don't want to know. But here's the thing. They're looking at year over year. And we know that if we look back at May of last year to May of this year, there's a big difference in the market. May of last year, even though the interest rates were starting to move higher, they had not skyrocketed to the point that they did through the summer months and certainly by July and August. So home prices were more elevated in May of last year than they were even at the end of the summer last year. People were still paying $100,000 over list price. We're not seeing that today. So don't look at the year over year number, and educate your clients on this as well. What we want to look at is the month over month. Now, the most recent data, which just came out this week, is for May. So when we look at May and we compare it to April, we see that home prices rose from April to May. That shows us that we've kind of hit a stabilization point, perhaps, in the market. The market is good and healthy, and home prices are rising. So don't look at that year over year number. You want to look at the month over month number. To give you a little bit more backstory and ammunition, if you need it with your clients, listen to this from Bank of America, and I'm going to read it. Bank of America says that home prices are at their floor due to the inventory shortage. So if we take that language and we dissect it, it sounds to me like Bank of America is saying that we already hit bottom and bottom is behind us. Now, obviously, things can change. We don't know what the future holds, but that's some good information to share with clients if they are in fact concerned, or if they're telling you, I'm going to wait until prices fall. Here's another cool statistic that you can share with your clients, especially those that are still not sure if buying a house is a good investment. If you bought a home in 1991 and held on to it, now we know that most people don't hold on to houses that long, but let's just say you did. So you hold on to this house from 1991 through present day 2023, you would have gained 330% appreciation on that house. That is a huge number. And where can you get that? You cannot get that in the stock market. I'll give you one more little factoid that you can share with clients. And that is recently the Gallup poll did their survey. They do this every year. And for the 11th straight year, Americans have voted saying that they believe that real estate is the best investment. So be sure to share that with your clients who are uncertain. Another piece of data that came out this week was on new home sales, and it shows that they are selling at a pace that is pre-pandemic level. This is because they have inventory. So that's not a real big surprise, but it's still good news. It shows you that the housing market is healthy and it's humming along. And then lastly, one piece of news that I do think is noteworthy, and that's a BlackKnight report. a report on foreclosures, and they're showing that past due mortgages are at a near record low. That's really good news when we consider that times are tough right now. The economy's tough. Inflation has been up. People's money is not going as far as it used to. And we know that there's a lot of companies that have laid off and some job loss. So that's a really good factor to look at and to give us a clue of what is going on in the housing market. So that's a wrap for this week. If there is anything that I can help you with, please reach out. Look forward to talking to you.